This cast, we're gonna catch one. Ooh, that was a bite. There we go. Whoa, he's a jumper. That's a good one.
What's up YouTube, Easter PA Fishing here. The date is November 22nd. We are a few days away from Thanksgiving. I'm probably gonna post this video on Thanksgiving, so happy Thanksgiving everybody. Anyway, we're about to head to a new creek, one that I've never been to before. We're gonna check it out. Hopefully we can catch some fish. Apparently there is a good population of wild trout there. It isn't really the best time of year to fish. I have been going out quite a bit lately and I've been getting skunks, so hopefully we're gonna have some luck today. Hope you guys all like the content. If at any point in time you do, please scroll down below. Hit that thumbs up button while you're down there. Leave me a comment. Let me know what you did or did not like about this video. Also, if you're not already subscribed to the Easter PA Fishing YouTube channel, what the heck are you waiting for? Do that now. Easter PA Fishing here. You know what it is by now. Let's get right to the fishing.
And we made it to where we're gonna be fishing today. I don't know if you guys can see the creek down there. That's where we're gonna be fishing. And there are apparently some big trout in this part of the creek this time of year. Hopefully we'll come across a few of them. Man, this spot looks nice. Gonna start out using a little 1/8 of an ounce rooster tail. Actually missing the tail on there, so I guess you can call it a rooster. I used the same joke in my last video. Haha, so funny. Anyway, this stretch of the creek is pretty unique. I can walk quite a way downstream and I can walk quite a way upstream. I was actually checking it out on Google Maps. I forget which way is the better way to go. But we are definitely gonna catch some fish here. This looks like an awesome little spot. I'm gonna see if I can get anything on a moving bait real quick. If not, I'm gonna definitely switch off to a soft plastic. Got some soft plastics with me that should be able to catch some fish. Bit of a chilly one here today. There we go, first cast, no way. Decent fish. At least it feels good in the current. Stay on. There we go, guys. First cast right off the bat. Off to a good start. That is a beautiful wild brown. Not too big, felt pretty good because he was in the current. But there we go, first cast, first fish of the day. On the rooster tail or rooster. There we go, first one of the day. It's a really dark fish. Nice looking brown though, nice wild fish. And he's off. Well now, that was a little unexpected. Wasn't expecting one first cast, but sounds good to me. So the skunk has already been beaten, one fish in the bag. Don't think we're gonna catch any more from this spot, but we have a whole bunch of creek to cover today, guys. Should be a fun one. It's a nice little rip. One thing I'm always looking for when I'm fishing a tiny creek like this is moving water that goes to just a little bit of a deeper pool. Like there's not much over there, but it's literally just about a foot deep, which is about 6 inches deeper than most of this creek. So it looks like downstream the fishing is gonna be really good. So I'm gonna head upstream now. Hopefully we're gonna catch some more fish up that way. There's a little less creek to cover and it'll be easier to walk back downstream and hit up the better spots downstream. So let's save the best for last. Let's go up this way, catch a few more trout here and there, and then head down to what looks excellent. See if there's anything hanging out here. There we go. Second fish of the day if we can land him. Another little brownie. About the same size as the first one we caught. There we go. The holes that have these trout in them are very far and few in between. But if you fish everything thoroughly, you'll come across one eventually. There we go. Beautiful wild brown trout. And he's off. I knew there were gonna be some fish in this hole. This just looks too good. I'm telling you, I'm so excited that I found this little creek. What a neat little place. There's not much here, but there are fish, there are trout. Well, let's cross the creek here. Let's keep heading up this way. I'm gonna try to come across maybe one more trout before we head back and start heading downstream. Look at this big knot on that tree. Thing is ridiculous. Alrighty, these are definitely some of the best holes that I've come across so far today. This one here, we're probably not gonna catch anything because I just jumped down and made a whole bunch of noise. Anyway, here we go. This is the spot. This is definitely gonna have some trout in it. Definitely gonna be some big ones here. Hopefully we catch some of them and not the tiny ones. Oh, that was a bite. It's another bite, 3 bites, 4 bites. Oh my gosh, there we go, finally. Oh, he came off. Jeez Louise, what a cast. That was 5 bites before he was finally on there. Came off though. It's all right. There are some fish to be caught here. Let's see if I can get one a little more over to the left. Oh, almost too much over to the left. Oh, that was a big fish. We got him on there. Oh man, the first one that hit was gigantic, but this is the little guy that got it. Fish number 3, if we can land him. That's a pretty one. Oh, quick release. That's the thing with those barbless hooks. You touch them and the fish are pulling the opposite way, they'll pop right off. That is pretty much the 3rd fish. I guess we won't count that. Maybe that's still only 2 fish in the bag and a quick release. 2 and a quick release. There we go. Hope this one stays on. Barbless hooks, gotta keep the pressure. There we go. Another little wild brown trout. Beautiful fish, man. I am telling you. Some people say the brook trout is the most beautiful fish you can catch around here. But man, look at that little brownie. Let's do a couple more casts here and then keep moving. I don't want to creep up on this spot too much, so I definitely would like to come back here. Kind of ragging on going upstream, saying it doesn't really look like it's going to be too good. Walk a little bit and you come across some awesome spots. Alrighty, we're going to leave this spot alone. I don't want to beat it down too hard with the spinner, just in case I do come back with the trout magnet. This is turning into an upstream adventure. I think we might just save downstream for another video or something. The spots keep getting better and better. I am so surprised, I'm telling you. I hear about these little wild trout streams and, you know, I'm always a little skeptical when I go to check them out, obviously. But once you get there, you start catching fish. I mean, we caught one right off the bat. Had me feeling pretty good right then and there. I am just always so blown away when I come to these super tiny little creeks and there's a population of wild trout there. I mean, there is just barely anything here at all. And that looks like a really nice spot that I'm walking up on. Probably gonna scare some fish. Let's go around. Back down into the creek for some more fishing. And it seems we're back to a decent pool every quarter mile of creek. Just gonna walk up a little bit further, but it is looking pretty shallow and pretty desolate. Let's find one more hole, possibly catch one more nice trout before we head back downstream and hit up some of those holes. Stay tuned, guys. There's more fish to be caught. I hope you're all liking the episode so far. If you are, scroll down below. Hit that thumbs up button. And if you're not already subscribed to the Eastern PA Fishing YouTube channel, you know what to do. Do that as well. Something odd going on here. It's like a little bridge that divides the creek. I gotta check this out. Let's check out the other side. Oh man, kind of looks like the creek peters out on this side of the bridge. Walk up a little bit further. Still trying to come across one more juicy spot. By the way, if you guys ever see this in the woods, this little hairy stuff growing up on a tree, don't touch it. It's poison ivy. This part of the creek isn't looking too good. I think we're starting to get to the point where we might turn around regardless if we catch anything else upstream. Downstream is just becoming too tempting the further and further I walk. There we go. There's another. Just a little bit of junk over there that he was hanging out under. Cast it parallel with it. As soon as it came close enough, came right out and grabbed it. Super opportunistic feeders, these little brown trout. 4th one for the day. 5th one if you count that quick release. Beautiful fall colors on that little trout. Went right back to where he came from. I was kind of ragging on coming upstream, but look at what we've come across. I'm gonna try to sneak down to the water here. Don't want to spook the fish. This is a good hole. Oh man. So many bites. It's like 3 bites on that cast. Oh, there we go. Oh man, that was a decent fish. That was a nice one. Can't believe we lost him. Oh, I can't believe we got a snag. Well, unfortunately, that snag just completely wrecked that spot. Could have broke off my spinner, but honestly, it wasn't even worth it. This looks like a good stretch of creek. There's got to be some more trout hanging out. There we go. Nice and best one of the day if I can land. Oh, he came off again. Tighten my drag a little bit here. Just lost 2 nice fish. I think my drag might have been a little loose. It's catching all those small ones. I feel like we're gonna have to come back here with a trout magnet. That was just unfair. Got ripped off. As far as I've walked, this is the only thing like this that I've come across at all. I mean, there was that one spot that was a little deeper, but it wasn't a stretch like this. That is a super shame that I just lost those 2 nice trout there. Those were definitely both over 13. Oh man, it's okay though. We're gonna keep the positivity. We're gonna keep on trekking. We're gonna keep on fishing, and we're gonna keep on catching. All right, this is definitely looking like the last nice stretch of creek before we head back. Missed some nice ones, caught some decent ones. Pretty good day of fishing so far, I'd say. Come up to the next bend. We are turning around at about 50% GoPro charge now. Even though downstream looked a lot better, coming upstream, I'd say was definitely worth it. What is this trouty little spot? There we go. Oh, he came off, yo. What is the deal? Why am I losing fish all of a sudden? Alrighty, at this point, I feel like I have traveled way too far upstream. Caught a few fish here and there. Guess you guys could count this as like the little intermission. Probably gonna stop and have myself some water, rejuice, get ready to go catch some more fish downstream. Anyway, coming upstream, I'd say definitely wasn't a waste of time. Marked some really nice spots, had a couple really nice fish on, some that were over 13. Definitely would have been the prizes of the day, but we have some more opportunity to catch some more fish downstream. I think I'm just gonna leave the spinner on since it's doing so well. Probably could go back to some of the spots that I've hit today and use the soft plastic, maybe pull out a couple more fish. But I am looking for the adventure today, so I am definitely gonna try to save the GoPro charge for downstream. Looked like there were some good spots and looks like we're gonna catch some more fish. Stay tuned. Still on my way back. Just stopped at this one little spot. Made one little cast. This guy came right out. This is actually a fish that chased my lure earlier that I didn't catch. It's pretty neat when you mark these fish and you come back and then you catch them. There we go. Another beautiful brownie. Now, I love fishing away from my vehicle, you know, going out on the adventure, seeing new things, finding all the spots. But one thing I have to say I love about heading back is now I know where all the fish are at least all the ones that I missed. Now, this is where I missed some absolute pigs. So hopefully they're gonna come back and give this spinner another try. Oh dang, I just saw one jump out there. Gotta get the right cast. Seems like these fish might have pushed back up on some of these spots. There we go. Nice fish. Stay on, please. Nice trout. Keep the pressure. That is a decent brownie. Oh, please stay on. Best one of the day if we can land him. That is a nice big brown. Right on the lip. Don't come unpinned. There we go. That is what we came here for. That is a nice big fat trout. A nice big fall brown trout. Wet my other hand and display them good for you guys. Look at that dude right there. That is a gorgeous wild brown. Nice little kipe on the lip. That's how you can tell it's a male. Let's get him right back. There we go. And he's off. That is what we came here for. There we go, guys. 6 trout in the bag so far. Oh man, what a great day of fall trout fishing. Alrighty, well, we still aren't back to where we started today's adventure, heading downstream. Just came back to a couple spots that I marked, caught a couple fish. That is what I'm talking about, guys. That is some good action right there. Well, I'm about halfway back to where we started today's adventure. I just want to say, guys, I am so happy. I just love being out here in nature. Fall is definitely one of my favorite times of year. You have all the leaves changing color, you know, the summer heat's gone, all the bugs are gone. It's just a great time to be outside. Anyway, I hope you guys are all having your own awesome fall fishing adventures in 2021. Hope you're out there catching some absolute fatties. Honestly, an outdoor YouTube fishing channel like mine, I am not the type of channel that's probably ever going to get 1 million views on a single video, and possibly may never go viral. I may never get paid like some of your favorite guys like John B, Lunkers TV, AP Bassin, One Rod, One Reel, Extreme Philly Fishing, etc. All those guys. But that is quite okay with me. This is what I love. This is what I enjoy. I love being outside. I love being in the outdoors. I love just getting out of the house. And if I can make a little video out of it and some of you guys watch it, maybe you guys pick something up, learn something from my video, or just enjoy watching the content, that is good enough for me. I just want to have a good time fishing and take you guys along for the ride. There we go. Another little brownie on. Number 7 if we can land him. He ain't bad. Beautiful little fish. There we go. Look at the colors on that dude. Another nice little brown trout. This guy's kind of stinky. Ugh. What's up with you, dude? There's another one in the bag. We are about to be at the last nice pool before we are back at the vehicle and we start heading downstream. This is probably the second best pool I've seen upstream the entire way. This creek actually turned out to be pretty neat. So glad I came here, guys. So glad you guys are watching if you still are. Just a great day for trout fishing. And try to sneak down to this spot. Don't want to alert the fish to my presence. This cast, we're gonna catch one. Ooh, that was a bite. There we go. Whoa, he's a jumper. It's a good one. Stay on. That is, oh, he popped right off. Right there. Shouldn't have tried to horse him up that waterfall. Should have just went over and got him. Well, that might be it for this hole. That big guy probably scared off all the other trout. So if you guys saw there, I lost that fish because I was trying to pull him up the waterfall because I was trying to preserve that spot. You know what I'm saying? I didn't want to scare off any of the other fish that might have been hanging out in the area, but I lost him right at the waterfall like you guys saw. So the advice I can give you there is that if you're at a really nice trout fishing hole and you have a nice fish on, and you think you're gonna scare fish by trying to land that fish, you might as well just land that fish, because honestly, all the rest of the trout in the area probably will not bite after that big one did. Anyway, we are almost back to where we started today's adventure. That looks like a nice little hole. I think we're gonna leave it alone now. There are some better spots to fish, I'm sure. We are officially back to where we started today's adventure. I have about 35% GoPro charge left. So we're gonna head downstream a little ways, hopefully come across some more beautiful wild brown trout. I'm telling you, this turned out to be quite the day of fishing. I mean, you never know when you hear people say that these little creeks have trout in them until you go fish them. This spot has definitely provided for us today. Well, so far heading downstream hasn't really paid off, and we've found ourselves at a neat little bridge. Now, you guys know how I feel about bridges. They are excellent places to catch some big fish. Nothing under the bridge. Looks like we're not gonna make it under that bridge. It is a little deep for my holy waders. So we're gonna try to go up this hill here, trying to decide if that's worth it. See what's on the other side at least. Dang, took quite a bit out of me to climb that hill. Let's go down here, fish this spot, and then head on out of here. I gotta get home, guys. Starting to get hungry for lunch. Dang, look at this pool. Definitely one of the nicer spots I've come across today. Hopefully there's a big old chunky trout out here for us. Make it worth it climbing up that hill. That was a bite, he came off. That one missed it, that one missed it. A lot of bites, huh? Quite a few bites. So what do, guys? Do I continue to head downstream? Do I tie on a little trout magnet and try to fish this hole? Or do I just get on out of here? I do not know. Give this a couple more casts with a spinner. There we go. Oh, he came off. What a jerk. Oh, there we go. Decent fish. Kind of swimming towards us. Might be the, oh, he came off. I was gonna say this might be the last one for the day. It's not gonna be. I'm gonna head down just a little ways since I did come up that giant hill and all the way over to the other side. Gotta explore this place a little bit. I'm gonna see if I can come across a couple holes, and then I'm probably gonna go back to that bridge where that super deep hole is and fish it with a trout magnet or maybe a little Berkeley trout worm. Definitely catch something out of there. I just figured since we already put in the effort, we might as well see what's down here, but it definitely does not look much better than upstream was. Well, it seems like going upstream today was definitely a good choice. Doesn't really seem like there's much down here except for that one deep hole that was by that bridge. It's like we have one more bridge coming up here. Gonna do a couple casts there, see if we can pull anything out, and then we're gonna head back to that deep pool of water. Oh yeah, we are not crossing that. That is for sure. There's definitely gotta be some fatties hanging out underneath there. Might be some fatties hanging out right here. Oh, he had one on there. Wasn't no fatty, but it was definitely a trout. This looks like a pretty ominous bridge. Doesn't look like something I want to go under. Yeah, this does not look like a good deal for me, guys. There's some big movement out there, though. If I can get one really far cast down here, I bet there's going to be some trout hanging. Yeah, it's gonna be the last cast for this creepy bridge. Getting this ominous sinking feeling being down here. Plus I wanna go back to that other bridge, fish that deep hole. Are we gonna catch a couple more trout? The question remains to be answered. Stay tuned to find out. Last spot of the day before we get out of here, tied on a very tiny little trout magnet. I'm using the yellow color because I wanna see this thing just disappear, and then I'll set the hook, fish on. It's a nice deep hole. Hope we can pull a couple out of here. Fish on. Watch that thing disappear right away. Oh, that is not a trout. What the heck? It's a creek chub. You dirty little stinky turd. Oh man, come on now. Throw on a trout magnet and start catching you guys. That's not what we're here for. Look at that ugly dude. Surprise catch of the day. Dirty little creek chub. Hopefully that's not gonna be the only thing biting out of this hole. Oh, trout magnet's gone. Fish on. Ah, it's another dirty little creek chub. What the heck, guys? Another dirty chubby. Thanks for biting, homie, I guess. Well, seeing that the creek chubs are biting so good in this spot, I doubt we're gonna catch any trout. See, the creek chubs are stupid and they'll just keep biting over and over again, and the trout are smart and they'll see the creek chubs getting caught over and over again, and they just won't even bother with the trout magnet. Let's keep picking apart this hole. Ah, we had one on there. Fish on. Ah, what is it? Another creek chub. Well, we got the numbers from this spot. We just don't have the target species. Well, this is a cool way to send the video out. Catching a ton of these stinky little turds. It's actually a real nice trout right here. Another fish on. Ah, another creek chub. Come on, man. This is a fourth cast. Fourth creek chub in a row. Two more of these guys and I'll have a double hat trick. Another fish on. What do we got this time? Ah, it's another creek chub. That is 5 casts, 5 fish, and that guy murked it. It's like I'm gonna have to do a little surgery on you, dude. Probably gonna have to switch this trout magnet out too. This thing's getting whacked. There we go, another dirty little creek chub. Thanks for making my hands all slimy. Well, that is 5 casts, 5 fish in a row. One more for the double hat trick. Oh man, this trout fishing video has turned into a creek chub fishing video. It's thrashed. Time for a new trout magnet. Let's go with this electric chicken looking joint. Little yellow and orange colored trout magnet. All right, 6th cast. Can we get another one here? Looking for that double hat trick. Oh, there we go, there's another. Oh man, 6 casts, 6 chubs in a row. That is what we like to call the double hat trick here in Pennsylvania. Oh, what a silly little fish. They're so stupid. Well, everybody, I think that's gonna wrap it up for today's video. I had myself a great time fishing and exploring this little tiny creek that I've never been to before. Some of the spots were very far and few in between, but I love the adventure. I love coming out to these spots. You know, you never really know what to expect when you hear that there's brown trout in one of these tiny little creeks. I'm always a little bit skeptical, but you never know until you go out and fish it yourself. I had myself a great time fishing here today. I caught myself about 6 or 7 beautiful wild brown trout. I hope you guys like that little bonus creek chub fishing at the the end. Anyway, it was a beautiful fall day out here. I hope you guys are all out there catching yourself some fish, and I hope you all like this video. If at any point in time you did, please scroll down below, hit that thumbs up button. While you're down there, leave me a comment, let me know what you did or did not like about this video. Also, if you're not already subscribed to the Eastern PA Fishing YouTube channel, what the heck are you waiting for? Do that now. Eastern PA Fishing here. You know what it is by now. Till next time, guys, stay safe, stay tuned, and stay fishy.